Hey everybody, welcome to the garden. I hope you're having a great day. Shout out to the lemon and lime lovers and everybody in between. It's time for a tutorial video. In this video, it's going to be about Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. Now, I have done a couple videos on this already, but those older videos I'm going to probably be getting rid of and kind of do like an update, more like in-depth, more examples of how to use this indicator, or really this trading system, because I consider it more of a trading system rather than just a plain old indicator. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go over Bitcoin. Now, this is going to be a bit hyperbolic in its performance, because Bitcoin is arguably the greatest trending asset ever, right? So keep that in mind with the results. However, you can look to expect this sort of behavior from a lot of assets. Again, not as hyperbolic as Bitcoin. I would never promise something like that, but you could definitely expect, if anything trends, Ichimoku will give you the opportunity to make money, okay? Now, also, in this example, I'm going to start pretty much since the beginning of Bitcoin, or at least when the price action is as clean as it can get, and then go all the way until the present. So expect a long video. I will have timestamps in the description below in case you don't want to sit by and watch everything. Now, I also want to make very clear, in regards to the risk management of this basic strategy I'm going to display, I'm actually not going to have any. Okay, and I'm going to explain as we're doing it what I mean, but I'm going to show you an example of a very unsafe way to trade this, and pretty much display how good Bitcoin and Ichimoku kind of work together. Okay, I'm going to really display the safety Ichimoku gives you, even when you yourself are not being safe. All right, now this doesn't mean you can't lose all your money doing this. You absolutely can. So keep that in mind, that risk management is still number one. So me giving you this example should give you the confidence that even if you make a mistake, that you won't just destroy yourself, as long as you're using, a very conservative sort of system like Ichimoku, because it is a very conservative system. Okay, so let's get all the way to the beginning, at least when price action is, legible. Let's see here. Again, we're going to go over trade trade examples throughout this entire video, since we're going to be back testing all the way back here. Let's actually just go on replay. We're actually already on replay mode. Let's actually go back to, let's just start from the beginning, and then we'll let it play as I talk. So this is back in like 2010. Okay, so I'm using the Bitcoin index chart on TradingView. Let's turn on Ichimoku. So here's Ichimoku. Again, very quickly, the blue line is the Tenkan-sen, so that's the fastest moving line in Ichimoku. The red line is the Kijun-sen, so that's like the midterm line. And then you have the Senko span A line and B line. That's pretty much the cloud, and that's the slowest moving line in Ichimoku. And then this pink line here is called the Chico span, and it's a lagging line to current price action, and its job is to essentially show you when you're in some sort of range or consolidation, when you're breaking out into a trend, etc. Again, we'll go over each of these portions of Ichimoku and talk how they all work together with these trade examples. Now, full transparency, I actually have not gone all the way back to Bitcoin to backtest this with Ichimoku in a very long time. So I'm going to take it slow, because I'm going to be using TradingView's buy-sell buttons here. And the problem with that is they're really convenient, but the problem is if you make a mistake, let's say I buy here, and or I want to buy here, but I press the button too fast and I end up getting this candle here. If I try and go back like this, it'll delete all the buy sells I did in the past. Okay, it'll start fresh. We don't want to do that, because we want to get an idea of what we can expect, profit wise, losses wise. So we want to keep it clean. So I'm gonna be pretty slow. So just prepare yourself again for a longer video. So let's actually hit play here, because this price action is not really legible. So I'm not going to really concern myself with this. So let's give this some time. Okay, let's keep it going here, because it's a bit too wonky. It's a bit too wonky here. Let's keep it going. It's starting to clean up now, though, right? So now we're looking good. It's starting to clean up now. So We'll see if we get a shot at some point here, which I'm sure we will. Okay. Again, just be patient with me, guys. All right. Keep it going, keep it going. Okay, very flat. Okay, look at that wicks. And also, again, I'm going to get into how we're going to enter and exit stuff as well. So let's keep it going. In this example, I'm also doing this because I'm doing it thinking about, imagine if you're working full time, you don't have time to really just watch the charts. This sort of strategy, again, not with this risk management, this is going to be very risky, but this sort of strategy, is, in my opinion, is very doable for someone who doesn't have free time. Okay, because you only really need to look at the chart maybe 1 or 2 times a day. Okay, and if you do this on the weekly, just like 1 or 2 times a week, essentially. But we're just going to be sticking to the daily this time around. So as you can see, it's very wonky. So we don't want to really take any trades until Bitcoin becomes more stable. So right now we're trading in about, well, it's 2010 October. So very early in life for Bitcoin. Okay, here we go. And this is just the basic strategy of Bitcoin, by the way. This is just the basic strategy of Ichimoku. Basic strategy. Nothing more. No advanced techniques, nothing like that. Okay, keeping it going. All right, so price action now is starting to be clean to me, in my opinion. So maybe the next time we get an entry, we could start taking it. All right, here we go. We're coming into the cloud, but we get an opportunity. All right, so we actually breached under the cloud, got a bearish cloud twist. We are trading in between the Kaigensen and Tenkan-sen, and the Chico span, this pink line here, is trading within the candle, so that's not really an opportunity to get in right now. All right, we broke down. I would say, nope, we can't yet, because if you take a quick look, let me just actually get rid of the price action real quick so you can see this. See how the Tenkan-sen is not below the Kaigensen, so that blue line has not broken below that red line. That is not an entry, so you have to be very picky. Okay, you have to be very picky. Now, the warning about Ichimoku is it is a picky system. It's gonna take a long time for you to get an entry, especially on the daily. But the theory is that when you do get your entry, the probabilities are very high for you to have success. Okay, so let's keep it going. Okay, so I would say we're pretty much near an entry here. I actually would take the short entry here. So if you came home at 8 p.m. or something, or 7 p.m. and you see the candle close here, let's take a quick short. So we're gonna sell right here. All right, so we're looking for to short because we're under the cloud, we're under the Kaigensen, the Tenkan-sen, and the Chico spans under the candles. Okay, so this is a very basic view of how to use Ichimoku. All right, and now we're gonna actually go forward and see what happens. So we're in the red. All right, and this is as if you're using $1,000. Okay, so we're using $1,000 to start off with. Now I'm going to explain where there's no risk management involved here. Okay, you're going to be wondering where your stop loss is. I'm going to explain as we go into potentially the next position here. So let's keep going, keep it going. So we're in the red right now, but we're still short. It's telling us not to do anything. Okay, as you can see, the cloud's starting to really thin out here. All right, and we're breaking up. We have the Chico span breaking up. We have all the lines pointing up, but we can't flip long because the cloud has not done it yet. You have to be extremely strict about this. Okay, if you're going to do this strategy, be extremely strict. And there it is. So now let's flip long. So we're actually going to use the reverse position button here on TradingView. So we're about to lose $96. All right, so we reverse position. So this first position here, the short we took was a loss, about $96, as you can see right here near the bottom right. Now, this is where I want to get into the risk management. This is as if you're using 100% of your account every single time, okay? So that's extremely risky, and there's no stop loss. The reason why is I'm going to be doing this as if you are never exiting your position until you are reversing your position. So what do I mean by that? You don't close this short out for profit until you're reversing long. So you're always using your entire account in this scenario. So the only time you exit is when you get, in this case, a short signal, and the only time you exit a short is when you get a long signal. Now, this is a very risky way to do this. Now, there are some strategies in regards to your risk management where you can do stuff like this, but using 100% of your account is absolutely unacceptable. But we're gonna do it because I want to show you how safe Ichimoku actually is when you yourself are being pretty much an idiot. All right. And again, the performance is going to be very inflated because this is Bitcoin. All right, so we went long. Let's go forward now. See what happens here. So again, we're trading in 2011 January, back in time. All right, so we are in some green here. All right, that's very nice. So you can see, beautiful. So technically, I believe it's still $1,000, but it's technically, if you were doing this for real and you didn't have, you know, like $2,000 in your account and you were just using $1,000 and then you lost $96, you'd be looking at like, you know, just you're not using $1,000. You're just using just over like what, $900 or whatever. So you're actually not in a $1,000 position here. But the TradingView does calculate it as if you are. But again, the profit would be relatively close to what you're seeing here, even if it was just like a $900 position. All right, let's keep it going. Keep it going. And okay, we're slowing down a bit on Biddy. Okay, it's coming into the cloud again. I got to be very careful because I don't really have the capability of fixing a poor entry. Oh, okay, so that's exactly what I was saying, right? I clicked too fast and I missed what the actual entry would have been if you were doing this for real and you were at home or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna flip short here, but technically you should be short here. But let's just say you missed the original candle, you had a late night, or you just came in late and saw it, and you might have went short here. So you can't apply mistakes into real world situations. In this case, it actually would have been beneficial for you because you are long. So you're closing it out a little bit higher. So let's flip long here. So boom, as you can see, now we're plus $314. So, okay, it's gone well so far. We're on to our third trade here, and we're definitely going to count the trades to see how many we've had from beginning to end here. So here we go right here. All right, so we actually lost on this short as well because we're flipping long already. We're breaking past the Chico span, bullish cloud twist, 10 cents above the Kijun, so time to reverse long. So hopefully you're starting to understand the parameters of what you're looking for. Again, we're going to keep going over it, so don't worry if you're not getting it now. We're going to have a lot of examples, I'm sure, because it's a long period of time for Bitcoin. So look at that. What an awesome move. And this is where these trending indicators, and in this case specifically Ichimoku, really shines. All it takes is that one trade that can get you to this whole other level in your account that gives you the buffer room for losses, and then keeps you in the game to pretty much experience this again, right? So I've said this to a couple members in the Discord, you know, when we've done our live streams. If you're trading a system like this, all you really need is about 2 to 3 of these, right? 2 to 3 of these will change your account. Now, I'm not promising it'll make you super rich or anything, but it will change your account to where it starts to open the door up for you to start having positions that can end up changing your life in the long term. All right, so we broke up higher. We're up right now $13,209. Now, we can't go short here, even though the cloud's red here. Candles are breaking under the cloud here, and Chico span's just under the candles here. You can't go short because you're still above the Tenkan-sen. So you need to see the candles below everything. Okay, you need to see the Chico span, the pink line here, away from the candles, or breaking under the candles in this case. So let's keep going. Keep it going. Keep it going. There we go. So in this scenario, you can take this short here because it is technically under everything. Now, again, when you look at this price action wise, and as if you're more of an experienced Ichimoku trader, you would say this is not a great place to go short. It doesn't give you all the basic traits of going short. However, we're doing this example as someone who doesn't think, who's super simple, and just has the opportunity to see maybe once or twice a day on the chart. So we're going to flip short right here. So you banked in about just under 13,000. So we're at $13,000 in profit, which is incredible. Incredible. Technically, take a look at this. It's incredible. One, because you have just 4 trades, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and two were losers, right? Because your 2 shorts were pretty much losers and your longs were killers. So you're at a 50% win rate right now, and you're up about 13 times. So again, Ichimoku is performing extremely well, but that's also because Bitcoin is trending extremely well. So just keep that in mind. But you have to be impressed by something like this either way, even though it is Bitcoin. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So we're currently short, currently flat. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right, broke down a little bit of a breakdown here. Keep it going. And if you notice, see how big the numbers are getting? You see how big the numbers are getting? It's because you're using more and more of your account. So this scenario, obviously I would never say use 100% of your account, but this is a good example of showing you what compounding can do to your positions. So if you're safely compounding to your account, with proper risk management, like in my opinion, if you're doing a trending strategy with a tight stop, 10 to 20% of your account, you can use the principal, and then risk maybe, up to like 4 or 5% of that position, up to 20%. Because then you're only risking of your actual total account probably anywhere from 1 to 4%. And that's pretty acceptable. Again, you need to define your risk parameters based off of a bunch of stuff like your win rate and your expected profit. And that's the way you determine this stuff, is by doing exactly what we're doing here, and that's back testing. Right? You gotta be as thorough as you can. So here we go. I mean, this short has been performing extremely well, and this is one of the best times of being a trend trader, specifically an Ichimoku trader, is that you pretty much don't really have to really think. You're just waiting for Ichimoku to tell you to do something else, and for a while that's doing nothing, right? And that's kind of the hard part. Okay, here we go. So now we're gonna flip long here because you're breaking out, bullish break off the cloud, bullish twist. You have the Tenkan-sen, Kaigen-sen, bullish pointing up, Chico span pointing up, and let's flip long here. You have your plus 10,000. What a killer! So this is your first short that was successful on Bitcoin since you started. And if you take a quick look at this, here's another caveat as to that. You can see this as a negative for sure, is how long the trades will take, but the positive is technically how much you actually make, right? So if you don't outperform this, I don't think you should be criticizing how long it takes. If you outperform this, you definitely should be criticizing how long this takes. So looking at going from this long to this short here, you're looking at about 84 days, or sorry, 91 days. So that's that's literally 3 months. So you have 3 months. However, you 13x'd, right? In this trade, maybe 5 or 7x'd, and then this one maybe was like a couple other, like 5 or something, 5x, 6x. So you in this one trade took 3 months, but you did change your account pretty good, right? You did change your account pretty good. So for example, if you bought down here, again, this is all without leverage. If you bought down here and you had $100, you're at $1,200, right? $1,000, you're at $12,000 or $13,000. So like, I don't think anyone can really complain. It sucks it takes that long, but hey, that's part of it. And if you can't outperform that, I would tell you that it's definitely worth it. Just in my opinion. But again, that's up to everyone's personality, whether they agree with something like that or not. All right. And also their life circumstances. I totally sympathize with that. So broke up bullish. Now let's see how Bitcoin will play going forward here. So far, long's looking pretty good. Let's see how we're doing. Look how cheap Bitcoin was back here, man. Crazy, huh? Let's keep it going. Oh. See, I'm making the mistake I was warning about, going too fast. Thankfully, we're not getting punished here too much, because we would have flipped short right here. So we're slightly flipping a little lower. So we're actually being punished here, which is a good thing. That's a good thing, because you do want to get punished when you make a mistake. So let's flip short here. All right, so we did end up having a somewhat bullish, somewhat positive close. Again, you gave up so much. You see how much you gave up. You end up with like plus 460. You were up thousands over here. But that's also part of the game when you're trading this sort of way. So let's keep going. We're short currently. Will we get another good trade, or will we be flipping long again? Let's keep it going. Let's try not to go too fast. I don't want to screw up again. I keep saying it and I keep doing it. Let's try not to keep that up. Let's keep it going. All right, and okay, we have a bullish cloud, but price action is still in a range. You see how the Chico span is trading within the candles. You're trading on top of the Kaigen-sen and Tenkan-sen. So when you see all the lines kind of mashed up, that's telling you you're in some sort of range or consolidation, and that's essentially telling you to stay away. Right? It's time to just stay away from it. There's nothing to be done there. Okay, let's keep it going. Oh, okay, so we broke up, but we don't have a bullish cloud twist yet. Okay, it's coming, but it's not there yet. So you could argue I should go long now, but if you're going to be super disciplined and you don't want to do that, you're going to have to wait. So you're going to have to wait a full other day and see if it flips bullish. So let's go forward. Doesn't. So you're actually still waiting. You're still waiting. You're doing nothing. There it is. So now you flip bullish. All right, so you're flipping long. You're losing $940, so that's tough. But hey, it is what it is. You're not thinking about the money. You're just doing exactly. There's no thinking. You're doing what Ichimoku tells you to do. Okay. Again, this is a very dangerous way of doing this. Not the way we're trading. It's just the risk management. You can trade this way for sure. It's not going to be the most optimal. I can tell you that right now. You're not going to have like the greatest entries and exits. You will be consistent, that's for sure. But your risk management does need to be on point. This is not the this is not the best example of that. That's for sure. Okay, so we're doing good so far with this long. Beautiful move up. Beautiful move up. So as you can see, even though we don't have risk management right now, we don't even have a stop loss. Notice that our losses relative to our wins has been pretty small. They've been pretty small, that's for sure. And our wins have been, relative to our count, pretty dramatic, right? So let's keep it going, keep it going. So we had a really nice move up. What a crazy denial down. Okay. Still in it, because it hasn't given us a short opportunity. Hasn't given us an opportunity to flip. Keep it going. Keep it going, keep it going. Again, sorry guys, I'm trying to do as fast as I can, but I don't want to make any mistakes. So again, if this is taking too long, just there'll be timestamps in the description below. So just keep that in mind. Okay, but I do want to be thorough. Okay, so we broke down bearish cloud twist right here, and you have the Chico span breaking down. So that means we can flip bearish. And look at that, we're banking in about $5,500. So we're at $22,500 in profit right now. Let's flip. We're now almost $30,000 in profit, which is, in my opinion, that's extremely impressive starting from $1,000. So you're up almost 30x, and essentially from 2010 to 2012, okay, going on nearing 2013, you're up nearly 30x. You turned $1,000 into $30,000. Now that's not going to be enough to change your life, but like I said before, now when you're trading with like nearly 30,000, these moves can start turning into something really big, right? So let's keep it up and see what's going to happen here. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right. So Bitcoin's currently trading at $11, which is crazy to say, but it is. All right, so we're breaking up here. We don't have a long entry yet because the cloud's not bullish. It's not bullish yet. There it is. So now we're going to flip bullish here. So this sort of scenario is going to really test your mettle, because not many people can just blindly buy this. That's for sure. But if you're trading this style, you're not thinking. So you're about to lose about $1,560, which again, relative to what you've made, that's actually not that big. Like, not that bad. So let's go reverse position. There we go. And now let's keep it going. Now we're long again. Let's see if we're going to have a good move or not. Nice little gap up on Bitcoin. That's very nice. There we go. There we go. Let's keep it going. And again, guys, another thing that's really good about this strategy is you don't really have to stare in front of the charts if you don't have the time or you don't want to. So this is one of those things that work out really well. And look at this wonderful move here. So you got in at $12 or $12.42. You're currently trading at $30. So what a massive move. And that's a 20, like about $26,000 position. So you're already, you're up 100% already. And secondly, this is what I'm telling you, like this sort of position you're in is life-changing, right? So now no one can deny, for most people, this would be life-changing. If you have $100,000, $69,000 in profit. Now again, if you're following the system, you haven't taken profit yet, but just having this is, whether you close here or whether you close $50,000 in profit, on top of having $30,000 almost in profit already, you're already at this point where your next positions potentially are going to be even, just absolutely astronomical, right? But again, this is also an example without risk management, so you got to keep that in mind. So we can't go short here. One, because I don't consider this, I don't think we really breached the cloud. I think we're trading in here. Now this is where you can have, there could be some bias here, but in my opinion, I think it's pretty clear. You can't go short here either, because take a quick look. you are technically still in the cloud here. You're closing in the cloud. And the Chico span is not really away from the candles, okay? It is away, but you're trading it in a sense where you're going to trade into them, okay? And that's what you want to avoid, okay? So you can't really take a position when that happens. And as you can see, I think we're going to get proven right. Again, all these signs are telling us ranged for now, so stay away. But even if you did go short here, that's fine, okay? If you went short here, fair enough. You're short. That worst case is you're going to be wrong and it breaks up. It's really not that big a deal. Keep it going, keep it going. The cool thing about trending strategies are, you know, you don't want to make mistakes, but you know they are pretty forgiving, especially if you're in a bull market. Obviously, if you're in a bull market, everything's forgiving. But if even if you're not and you're in something that's really conservative like Ichimoku, even if you make a mistake or two, for the most part, you know, you're gonna be okay as long as you stay, you know, as consistent as you can. Okay, so we are breaking down here. All right, we do have a bearish TK cross. That's the Tenkan-sen going under the Kaizen, and then you have a bearish cloud twist. Now, the Chico span's pretty close to the candles. I would wait one more day. You can argue to do it now, but I would wait, so I'm going to wait. Okay, and that's more, for me, this is a lot more clear. So we're going to flip short now. So we're about banking, what, $88,000. Like, that's incredible. So reverse position, and now you're up $114,000. So before we go forward, right? Again, very extreme hyperbolic example. Okay, I'm just reiterating that. Very, very extreme. No risk management. This is, you're going 100% of your account every single time. But this is without leverage. Okay, so this is without leverage. So you might be able to kind of funk around with some leverage positions that might get you similar, a similar sort of you know, rates of success. So taking a look at this, we've had 4, 6, 8, 10. And we're on our 11th trade. So over 11 trades, okay, you're at 11 trades, you're up 114,000. So that's about like 114 times from $1,000. And you started in 2010 of December, okay? So December 2010, and it's currently 2013 around June. So if 3 years is too long to become six figures from 4, you know, there's not much you can say to someone like that. Okay, unless you're outperforming that, I don't really think you know, anyone can say anything to that. You know, I would say in this sort of scenario, if you have a job on the side while you're doing this, I think it's the most ideal situation. And now you're at 114,000. If you're again doing something that we're, you know, if you're following this, which again I do not recommend. You do want some, you need to have risk management long term. But let's say you're not, and you're just doing this. Now you're at $114,000 position. I mean, now your positions are going to be life-changing if they go in your direction, right? But it's also going to get very scary if it goes against you. But let's actually take a look at how that's going to go. So now we're short. Okay, got Bitcoin trading about $100. Let's go forward and see what happens here. So 2013 currently, summer of 2013. Okay, broke down a little bit. Okay, trading around our entry, trading around the cloud, so it's very tight right now. Looks like it might be breaking up. All right, so it is breaking up. We have the Chico span up, everything's pointing up, bullish cloud twist. So we're actually going to flip long. You're about to lose $7,522, and that was so much over here. But look at, that's literally like, that's so small over here. So again, you're getting a good view of how large your account's becoming when that is a small loss relative to your account. Okay, now a couple of those are going to be absolutely killer to your account, so you got to be very careful with that. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Okay, we're currently long. Bitcoin long's looking extremely good. Extremely good. All right. What a crazy wick. I broke up a little bit more. What a move. What a move on Bitcoin. Look at that. Look at that move. And look at your position. Look at that. Move all the way up to $1,000 on Bitcoin. All right, so back into the cloud. Now let's be very slow here. See if we're going to get flipped. So again, we can't go short yet because, again, you know, even right here, the cloud wasn't bearish. And now we're above the Tenkan-sen, and the cloud still isn't bearish at the moment. Okay, now we're in the cloud. You never want to trade inside the cloud, that's for sure. Okay, so we do have a bearish cloud twist there, but now we're trading in between the Tenkan and Kaizen, so that's a no-go. Chico spans in the candles now. So again, just indicating a range. So we gotta be patient. So you gotta be patient here. Let it do its thing. Yeah, very tight. And this would be one of the hardest times of trading for you, especially because if you're sitting on a position like this, and you're trying to follow your system, it's going to be very tempting to close your position out early, which, in this scenario, it might not be incorrect depending on your life situation, but if you're trying to be consistent in like a strategy, it would definitely be incorrect. So that'd be very hard. So we're breaking down, but we still have not gotten that bearish cloud twist here. So we're going to see, we're going to get that. We got it. All right, so we got it. So now we can flip bearish here. So we're going to do that. Wow, look at that, guys. Look at that. That's $570,000. That's incredible. So reversing here. So you're up $677,000. Originally $1,000 account. Originally. And you're now in 2014. So over the span of 4 years. That's pretty impressive in my opinion. All right, let's keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. What a move up. All right. Keep it going. And now we're coming into, yep, okay. So we broke up here. So now you want to flip long, and now, hey, good short. If you've noticed, the shorts have been a lot more tame compared to the longs, which makes sense considering how Bitcoin has performed over the years, right? So even though the shorts are underperforming compared to the longs, I do believe that the shorts are probably still profitable overall. But we'll definitely take a look at that once we're done, I believe. But take a look at this. We're gonna flip long here, banking about 149,000 bucks here. So let's reverse that. Boom. So you're getting really close to that million mark. That's incredible, and it's 2014 still, so it's still about 4 years. Really, really cool. I'm really looking forward to see how this performs in like 2018, 2019. When after the bull market in 2017, I'm looking really forward to see how this is going to perform during that time. I am obviously expecting it to be a pretty tough time and probably going to lose money, but I'm curious to see how much and how it does and how often it trades. So okay, we're breaking back down potentially here. Let's see. Oh, maybe we're bouncing. I'm not sure. Okay, we are not. You can't argue. I'm going to do it because you can't argue it. I think yes, that is, in my opinion, that is clear enough. You could maybe wait for one more candle to break down further, but I think that's clear enough. You're under the cloud. You're under the Tenkin, Kaizen. Chico spans away from the candles enough. Might as well. You're banking in a good chunk here, so we're gonna flip short. There you go, and here we go. Let's see what happens next. Oh, nice breakdown. Again, very, very nice. Here we go. There we go. Wow, look at that. So even if you waited one or maybe like a couple of days, you still would have been rewarded. So that's very good. So even if there was some sort of bias that I had, it pretty much is canceling itself out for the most part. Okay, so we're coming into the cloud again. Oh, there we go. We're very happy I didn't overpress the button there. So we're gonna actually flip long here. So again, this sort of trading strategy, we're doing it on like closures, right, off the daily closures. So the candle would look like this if you went long here. So we're gonna flip long here, do that, and you just crossed the $1 million threshold. Incredible, and it's end of 2014. We're in November, so that's a very impressive performance so far. Okay, let's see what Ichimoku's gonna do here. What's Bitcoin gonna do here? Okay, kind of trading in a range here, and you see how much money you're down from this position, and you're barely that far. It's because of how large your positions are now. So now we can actually flip short here. I don't know if you can see it, but the numbers here are blocking. But the Chico span's right here, so it broke under the candles. We're under the cloud. Everything's pointing down. So let's flip short. So we're about to lose 81,000 bucks, $81,570. So that's probably tough to swallow. But if you look at it relative, it's actually not that. It's not too crazy relative to what you've made. It's actually really not that relevant. But again, if you have 10 of those, you're losing everything, right? So you got to keep. That's why risk management's super important, because you know variance can hit the market at any point where you can just lose every trade. It doesn't really matter, because there is randomness to the market. There are reasons for why things happen, but you won't always know at what rate something will happen, right? So if you know you have like a 70% win rate or something, well, that means 30 times you're going to lose. You don't know at what rate those 30 losses are coming. It could be 30 losses in a row, which is very improbable, but it's not impossible. Or it could be, you know, every 10 trades you lose 3 or something, right? So you got to keep that sort of stuff in mind. All right, so I would say for me, I would say that's probably not enough for me. So I would wait for one more candle to breach up if I'm going to flip long or not. And there it is. So we're going to flip long again. Another good short, very small relative to like compared to the longs, but that's still pretty good. You know, that's still very good. Let's go. We'll reverse position here. All right, and we're back above that $1 million mark. So we're currently long. See, are we breaking down here? Okay, we're trading at the bottom of the cloud. Okay, we're back above the Tenkin, so can't go short. Did get a bearish cloud twist, but now we're kind of and I would flip short here. So we're gonna take a $32,500 loss. So we'll flip short. All right. So our account's kind of just fighting around that $1 million mark at this point. So we're back at around 980 grand. Okay, here we go. We're going back into the cloud. We're going to breach up or not. Okay, I broke down a little bit. Let's go slow. Okay, we might be coming up here. There we go. Okay, so we're flipping long here. We're about just lose about 7,000. Just above 7,000. Let's flip long here. All right, so we've had a couple losses in a row here, but you know, again, it's not relative. It's not too crazy as of right now. So let's keep going forward. All right, now we're currently long, and there we go. There's a very good move. And guys, you know, just you know, if you want me to do another asset, I'm definitely looking. I'll definitely look to do another asset for sure. If you want me to do something other than Bitcoin, definitely open to that. And for there's absolutely for sure there are going to be assets that Ichimoku does not work on. That's why it's very important to backtest an asset you're interested in using it with to see if it has a success rate, because there are some out there that really it will do very poorly on. So I actually missed the short here, which is really bad. I don't want to go short here, so I'm hoping we're going to come down here. If I look at the structure, I'm pretty confident we're going to come back down. So I'm hoping I can get short somewhere around where I would have gotten short over here. This is why I was that's why I kept warning myself, you know, don't go too fast, and there I did it. Okay, we came down a bit. I'm actually going to take the short here. I'm kind of worried it's just going to blast up, and I don't want this long position to be better than it actually would have been. So we're going to flip short here. We'll just say, you know, we missed this day, and we came in. Maybe we were on a trip or something. I don't know. So we're going to flip short here. A pretty good trade. You would have made money here, but you made a little bit more just here. That's okay. All right, let's keep going. I could have waited. I could have got this one. That's all right. That's all right. It would have been relatively the same if I did that. All right, so we're short. Whoa, okay. 2015, nice dumpage. Look at that. This is so long ago, and I didn't really get into crypto this early. I got in around like 2016, the beginning, so I missed a lot of this stuff. So I don't really remember a lot of this price action, but very interesting. All right, nice little dump. We're coming back into the cloud, trading in between everything. All right. Are we gonna break up? We're breaking down. What are we doing here? All right, broke up. However, the Tenkin has not crossed the Kaigen, so not a long entry yet. Still not yet. Not yet. Still not there. That cross is not there yet, and also now the Chico span's in the candle, so we're gonna wait for a bullish TK cross and then the Chico span breaking outside of those candles if we're gonna get upside. So there it is. And the Chico span is still in the candle, so we have to wait. Still waiting. It's still in the candles. You don't see it here, right? But if I overlap Ichimoku, you see it's in that black candle there, right here. So it's still in the candles. You can't get into the long yet. there it is. Okay, so you have to sacrifice some profits to stay consistent in this case. So we're gonna flip long here. So again, about pretty good, about just under 20 grand. Flipping that, so back above the million mark. So yeah, like I've been saying, you've been fighting at that $1 million mark quite a bit here. Okay, let's keep it going. Look at that. Look at that. Again, it's just you just need like 1 to 3 of these trades, you know, and they can make your year. They can make your quarter. It's pretty incredible. But there are times where, you know, you're just doing nothing, you know, and that's a challenge. That can be a major challenge, especially if you have life obligations. So that's why this sort of style would do well if you had a job or if you were stable in in your finances. So as you know, we couldn't go short here because we were still above everything. Even though the cloud was bearish, we were still above the Kaizen, Tengen-sen, so we couldn't go short, and so we're still sitting on our long. And so far, that's being rewarded. Okay. Keep it going. Not a bad. I mean, this trade is really nice. Okay, broke down, but can't go short yet because you again not a bearish cloud twist yet. You do have everything else down, but you have to wait for everything to be telling you to go short. Okay, pull it up, and there it is. So now you have a bearish cloud twist. You have the TK cross. You have the you don't really need a TK cross as long as you have the Kaizen and the Tengen-sen bearish, right? Tengen-sen below the Kaizen and the Chico span below the candles when you're looking for a short. So let's flip short here. So about banking 134 grand here. Incredible. Look at that. Very good. And it's 2016. So in 6 years, so actually I would say 2015 was quite a slow year for you, all right? So 2016 was a year that probably underperformed, right? I think you had, one good trade. The others were probably a loss or slightly, pretty much a loss. So again, a tough year, but so far, you started off, you ended 2015 good, and then you may be starting off 2016 good. We'll see. So you ended 2015 good. All right, let's keep it going. Okay, so far just sitting at your position for the most part, price. Okay, we're coming in. Are we going to break up? We are breaking up now. Still do not have an entry. Still going. Oh, there we go. Again, still not an entry. And look how much you're about to lose here. Incredible. And there it is, right? So you're above everything. Bullish cloud twist. Flip long. So you're about to lose about 58,000. Just 58,470. Flip long. And you're still over $1 million here, but that would have been tough. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. So tough start to 2016. Tough start. Still going. Okay, and your cloud's bearish, but you're still above everything. Price came back. All right, are we popping up or are we slowing down? Very interesting. So trading very close to your entry for a long time. Oh, what a move up! And look at that. Look at that move up. You had to wait for it, but there you got it. Look at that. What time period? We're in 2016. What an incredible move up. You're up about $225,000. So just absolutely incredible. Again, one trade, just that's all you need. That's all you need. When you're at this size, that's all you need. When you're starting off small, it's just a couple trades. You have to sacrifice the time is all. It's just the time. Oop. Oh, I screwed up big time. Oh, I'm so sorry. But let's close this. Damn, that's really bad. But this might happen in real life where you miss this short and come in here, right? So we're gonna close this long. So we're actually gonna banking just under 100 grand, but I've really screwed that one up. Right? We should be getting short here, but we're not going to. We got in here. All right, so let's see what happens. Keep it going. And when you make mistakes like this, what you want to do is mark them. You do want to mark them. Now, because I'm using TradingView's system here, if I wasn't, I would just go back and fix it. But because I'm using their system, I'm actually not going to, because it screws up everything else we did here, and I don't want to do that. And I do actually like having some of these mistakes in there, because as long as they're fairly realistic, and I can definitely see you missing a trading day being very realistic, especially if you're not trading full time, like it's just a portion of your life. That's for sure a common thing. So I definitely am not going to fix this issue, but you do want to mark these and really understand that here's a potential risk, is that if I'm not on the ball and checking at the end of every day, I might just skip a day and miss a massive move or something. Okay, so you can get around that with alerts, or just being more, just more investing, checking throughout the day. All right, so we're still short from there, but we may be actually flipping long here. Let's see. Price is coming in, and price is outside the cloud here, in my opinion, and everything's it's a long entry for me, so I'm going to flip long here. So about to lose 74,212, and that's pretty much a punishment, right? Because you would have been flipping long over here if you went short here. So it actually would have been nearly a break even. You would have been a slight loss, but it would have been near break even. This is a significant loss compared to going short over here. So there's our punishment. So let's reverse position. Boom. All right, let's keep it going. See, are we gonna have another good move up, or are we slowing down here? I also want to see how this does in 2020 as well. I'm quite curious to see how this does during the lockdowns, the dump we had, and then the rise up after. Oh, what a move. Okay, another nice move. What's the date here? It's 2016 going into early into 2017. So 2017 is a bullish year, but it gets incredibly bullish as you get towards the end of it, when Bitcoin does that rally to 20,000. So we're not there yet, but we're already, so like you're already like extremely well positioned for it, right? Because look at this move up to $1,000. Look how much money you're up right now. Again, just repeat myself. This is as if you're using 100% of your account every trade. So the numbers are going to be juiced, but you might get similar results depending on your principal and the leverage you're using, etc., etc. Like, you'll have to kind of figure that out for yourself. But I just want to make it very clear. And this is also Bitcoin, so probably the greatest trending asset ever, or at least arguably, it's up there. Top 5, top 3. All right, let's keep it. Okay, that's okay. All right, so essentially broke down. So we're gonna flip short here again. Again, we're actually not getting in where we normally would get, but this is actually kind of good, because it kind of helps cancel out the big mistake we made over here just a little bit, in case it does go in our direction. All right, so we're gonna go short here. We'll see if it works out. So it's actually flip. Look, you're up 347,000, just under 348,000. Right, so let's do that real quick. Boom. So it's 2017 April. You started in 2010. So in 7 years, you've made just under one. You've just made under 1.5 million, just under. So, that's pretty good. That's pretty good if you started with the amount we did here at $1,000. Now, if you already have, let's just say you're a multimillionaire, that might not be too impressive for you, but for someone who's becoming a multimillionaire from this, I think that's extremely impressive. So depending on your life situation, that's a massive accomplishment to make this amount of money in this period of time. Okay, again, without leverage as well. And this is also another example. You don't really need leverage. Depending on what you're trading, how you're trading it. This scenario, you don't really need leverage. In this scenario, you probably wouldn't be able to do this with leverage, if I had to guess. Probably won't be able to handle the drawdowns. Okay, so we're back above. Still no long signal yet, until almost there. You're not there yet. You are there now. So I would be taking this long if I was trading the exact way. You are away from the candles, because even if you break down, you're breaking outside the candles here. Right, and everything else is, you're above the cloud, bullish cloud twist. You're above Tenkan and Cognizant, so we're gonna flip. Look how much you're losing, $256,000. See, this is super unrealistic. Like that's incredible. Like, the risk management would not allow this if you have a $1.4 million account. It's just too crazy. But this is a good example to show that even, you still haven't gone bust doing stupid crap like that. All right, we're going along here. Not to mention the amount of volume you would put on the book would probably just destroy your entry anyway. So I don't think you could actually just mark it in and long, market long, market short every single time you want to reverse position. It's gonna probably screw up the book a lot. Or you're breaking up here, doing a really nice long here. Look at that. Wow, what a killer long. What is this? It's 2017. So yeah. So again, bullish time. We're gonna slow down, I believe, in the summertime, and then we're gonna, again start popping off going into like the fall and stuff. Which I think we're in the summertime now, right? Yeah, we're in June. So I do remember 2017 for the most part. It was a very good year. But look at your long. See, you have a $1.4 million position. That's incredible. Incredible. And just what, 7 years ago, you were at $1,000 in your account. All right, so now we're gonna flip short here. So look how much you gave back, right? You're at 1.4 million all the way up here. Now you're only up, but you're up $752,000, which is still incredible. But you see how much, like, you see your account balloon, but you have to let it happen, right? You have to let that go back if you're trying to follow a system that you don't really think in. It's very mechanical. So we're going to reverse position here. All right, so you're just under 2 million now. It's pretty nuts. Let's see if this works out. Oh, there we go. Pop right on up. Look at this. You're about to lose $1 million. All right, so we're pop up, and you can't go long yet. Can't go long yet. You can go long now. Oh, actually, no, you can't. Chico span is in the candles now. You still can't do it. Can't do it yet. You can now. The Chico span's breaking up. You're above the cloud. Everything's everything looks good. So you're actually down nearly $1 million. It's half of your account. That's super unacceptable. But now you're just gonna lose $698,000. So we're gonna reverse position here. Again, this is a back test to show you how to trade basic strategy, but this should also show you how stupid it is to not have risk management, and how incredible Ichimoku is to somehow you're still not lost all your money. All right, and also how incredible Bitcoin is, because it's also Bitcoin. It's the power of the trending move. So look at that, nice move up, beautiful move up. Coming back into the cloud. Are we going to break down here? Let's keep it going. Nope, we're going for the highs again. There we go. So I think this is our move to 20,000, if I remember right. This is probably the move to 20,000. What's cool is this daily Ichimoku, the Ichimoku on the daily, got you in, right? So even if you didn't trade at all in the past and you just trading this, I mean, it got you in somewhere down here, right? So you got rewarded using this, and the daily, depending on your strategy with it, is keeping you in, right? So the way we're doing this, it's keeping us in this whole move so far, which is really, really impressive. There it goes. So we're at 15,000. Still got a little bit more. Look at that move. Okay, back in the cloud here, and we broke down. So we're gonna flip short here, and let's see how much. Look at that, 880,000. Incredible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, 8,804,714. Incredible. Like, just nuts. So you started at, let's reverse position. Look at this. So you started in 2010, right? In 2010, you started with $1,000, and in 8 years, you made that 1,000 into 10 million. Now, this is, again, a extreme hyperbolic example because Bitcoin trended like crazy and continues to trend like crazy. Also, you essentially don't have any risk management. You're just paying 100% of your account in every single trade. But now break it down to reality. So let's say you did start with $1,000. And then it did get up to $5,000, $6,000, because let's say instead of waiting for it to get to 13K, you took half off here, half off there, so you're at about like $6,000, $7,000 profit. Well, if you're just now going to be like, okay, I'm going to use $2,000, right, of that 7,000. Now the next move, you go up, 2 or 3 times. Now you have another 4 or 5,000, and now you have in total maybe like 15,000. And now instead I'm going to do 3 or 4,000 my next position. So like even though you're not going to get these numbers, okay, because you're not doing your whole account, you could be looking at like a fraction of this, like you could be looking at 1/4 or even half of it, depending on your strategy and the amount of risk you put on yourself. So as long as you're not doing 100% of your account and you have some risk management here, you may not be getting up to 10 million at this point, but you definitely will be up far more than $1,000, high 6 figures, maybe that $1 million. You never know, right? So again, looking at this back test, I want you to look at the basic strategy we're doing, understand it. And then you can also do it yourself and put real numbers to how much you would have made with a principle you're comfortable with, okay? So this is just a hyperbolic example, but I want you to back test it yourself if you're interested in doing something like this. And also create your own risk parameters, like maybe if price breaks under the Kijkensen, the red line here, you're going to take a profit or take partials. Stuff like that, or have your stop loss under a swing low or under the cloud or under the Kijkensen, whatever. So you can create your own parameters and then back test that. You're going to have complete and utter trust in it. That's what you need to do. You're going to have trust in it. If you don't have trust in it, you can't keep doing it if you don't trust it. All right, let's keep it going. And look, whoever this person is, right? It's not us. Like, let's say this is a real person. They completely trust Ichimoku. They've been doing it for now 8 years, and they risk all their money every trade, right? So they have complete trust in it, and they've been rewarded because of it. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. And we're coming into the cloud. Are we going to flip here? Let's see. Broke down a little bit. Okay. Try and take it slow here. Alright, we're breaking up, but still don't have a bullish cloud twist yet. We're getting there. Not there yet. Not there yet. It's almost there. There it is. And yep, this crosses all the checks all the boxes here. So we're gonna flip long here. So look at this. Look how much you look how much you're making here. It's like it's unreal, right? Like absolutely incredible trade. Even though it didn't really do that well, but you're risking so much. You're making like 20% of your account because you're risking your whole account. Reverse, boom. So you made just about 2 million here. And now let's go forward again. We're long right here. So right now we're currently in 2018 May. So this is a bear market and we're long. So I'm curious to see how we're going to perform during this time. Like how much are we going to lose? Are we going to make anything? So we came, just remember, we're 12 million. So we're 12 million, 12.1, 12.2 million up, right? And we had one trade so far in 2018, which was the short, and now we're long. So I'm curious to see where we're going to end up by the end of this year, going into 2019. So let's keep it going. So this long should hurt because it is a bear market time, painful time. So we can't go short yet because the cloud hasn't twisted yet. And there it is. So we're gonna flip short here. And look at this, 2.2 million. Lose that. So reverse position. So you're back under 10 million. Son, that's just so ridiculous. It's hilarious though, because if you think about it, it's like I don't know if someone who started with $1,000 could handle that at any point. Let's keep it going. Okay, we're short. The short's doing pretty well so far. I'm curious how the shorts will perform because they're going to be somewhat of a late entry just because of just Ichimoku's nature, like how slow it is. So I don't know if the shorts are actually going to do that well, even though we're in a bear market. Okay, oh, there we go. So you could argue this would have been the entry, but let's go for this one anyway. Like I think I would have waited for this anyway. I could be wrong though, but I would wait for this anyway. I'm gonna err always on the worst case scenario. So we're gonna flip long here. Everything's telling us to. Value's another like 1.3 million, 1.2 million. Gross. Boom. So we're at 8.6 million now. Go forward and we're long. Look at that. Boom. Oh god, we got flip short. 2.2. Oh, so damn. So you started off at 12 million. We're down 50%. on our profits essentially, right? So we're at 6.4 million. That's incredibly bad so far. That's extremely rough. So will this short work? Let's see. So far, not so much. That was a good sell. It's back towards the entry. Okay. Price is just trading sideways. This would have been a tough time to be holding the position. I'll tell you that right now. Been very, very tough. Okay, broke down to the fives. Okay, I remember Bitcoin getting to 3 or something. Look at that. Yep, there we go. So this short is very good, right? It's very good. You're still definitely down. I mean, for the year, because we're in 2018. We're at the end of 2018 in December here. I mean, you lost 6 million essentially, give or take. Okay. Currently up about 2.5 million, and you're short. Still just chilling. Still just chilling. Coming into the cloud, maybe we're getting close. There it is, but we're not. We can't go long yet because we don't have a bullish cloud twist yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Nope. There it is. So you can flip long here. So we're gonna flip long right here. So that's about $2 million in profit. So we're reverse position here. So all right, you may back some. So you're back at 8.4 million, and it's February 2019. So 2018 was horrible. I mean, you lost 50% of your account, right? You lost 50%. So that's really bad, and that's why risk management is absolutely key. Like that would have been just extremely that just would have been unacceptable. And realistically, emotionally, I don't think most people would have been able to handle that, especially when you start with so little to have that much. So it would have been very, very difficult. So now you took it long in 2019. Let's see how it goes. A breakdown. That's tough. Okay, coming in. Will we flip short again, or is this long gonna make a good move for us? Let's see. Oh, big move on Bitcoin there. If I remember right, in 2019, I believe it like blows all the way back up to like 15,000 or something. Something like that, 15, 16,000. So if this is that move, then this is going to be extremely good. This might make up for all of 2019, 2018. So let's see here. And yeah, what a big move. Look at that. Big move. And we end up getting to like 14. I think that might be about it. I don't really remember per se. Don't see it yet. No, it's too tight to be a twist. And there it is. So you can start seeing it expand here. So we're going to flip short here. Let's see how much. Look at that. 5.4 million. So we're going to reverse here. So you didn't just make back all your money. You actually just made like 1.4 million dollars as well. So it was a really bad year in 2018, but 2019 has proven to be an extremely good year. You got all your profits back plus like $1 million. So that's extremely good. Like, congrats to, person of the past who was crazy enough to do shit like this. Probably no one, but still. Let's keep it going. Look at that. So we're short. Let's see if it's going to get punished or not. Okay, currently, we're still short. Again, we can't do anything. Can't do anything. You just have to sit here. Honestly, after a trade like that you just had, I mean, I can't imagine. Like, you probably feel extremely good. You'd feel very, very safe in your account if you did something like that. And if this trade, wow, I was about to say, if this trade goes your way, I think you're gonna feel invincible, which is probably a bad thing. You don't want to feel too euphoric, but after a year like 2018, if you did something like this in 2019, the beginning essentially, it would feel very, very good. Okay, popped right back up. That's an incredible move. Awesome move on Bitcoin. Let's see what happens here. You might get a long signal or not. I'm not sure. Okay, can't be a long signal when you're below the Tenkinson. So it's just right now it's not telling us to do anything yet. Okay, still not a long signal. Still got to be short for now. All right, so we're back down here. Oh, wow. Wow. This is impressive that it kept you, like this sort of strategy kept you in this. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. I don't know if you would be able to otherwise. So nice breakdown here. Currently just going sideways here. You have another leg, and I mean, it's tough. It's definitely being held so far. Either way, I mean, the short has gone extremely well overall, considering how good the long was prior. Okay, we're still in it. We're still in it, and there you go. So you could flip. You could flip long here. Like you actually, I mean, it's a good. I mean, you made good money, but you gave back so much. You were up like 2 million over here, and significantly more over here. So this is probably tough to deal with, but considering how last year went, I would think this is probably still satisfactory. So reversing position, and now you're up. You're up 14.5 million. So now let's, before we go forward, it's what, 2020, right? Okay, so we're actually coming close to the lockdowns. I'm actually really curious to see how this is gonna go, but it's 2020, right? In the span of 10 years, I mean, you've made just under 15 million. It's like this sort of thing again. Even if you only made like 10% of this 1.4 million, most people, are going to be able to do something like that. So I would definitely tell someone who's having trouble to really consider something like this. But you do have to keep in mind how long the trades will last. I mean, we're talking months here, for sure. Months, sometimes even longer. So keep that in mind. But if you're also not outperforming it, it might be better for you as well. So definitely backtest this yourself to look at that and kind of imagine it in your real life. That's what I would definitely tell you to do. But in this video, like, make sure you're understanding the basic strategy. Like, get extremely aware of why we're going short, why we're going long, etc. Which just should be very clear. Again, it's basic strategy. So now we're long. We'll see what's going to happen here. Okay, doing pretty good so far. Pretty good so far. Okay, well, no, we're back into the cloud. Looking pretty rough. Oh my gosh, I screwed up big time. Oh no. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I have to go back now because this is too big. This is the lockdowns here. There's definitely lockdowns here. So what we're gonna do, we are up 14.558 million, right? So 14.558 million. Let me just type that in right here. Okay. And how many trades have we had here? So hold on 1 second, guys, as I jot this down. Super sorry about that. 1 second. Let's you know what, let's open up notes here. Let's open up Notepad. Let's do Notepad here. Alright, so since we started, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, and we're on the 38th trade now. So let's type that in here. Total, we're at 38 trades total currently. All right, and we are also up. Bear with me here. We're also up 14.558 million. So we're gonna type that in there. Plus 14.558 million. All right, and I think that's all we really need currently. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's okay. I've had 38 trades, I believe. Hold on, let me just see here. 38. So that's a loser. Loser, so it's 2 losses. 3 losses. 4 losses. 5 losses. Notice all that we're losing a lot of the shorts, which makes sense. And 6 losses. 7 losses. 8 losses. Loss here as well. Okay. Nine losses. Uh, 10 losses. 12 losses. 13 losses. And that's 14 losses. 15 losses. Actually, it is a loss as well, so 16 losses here. And this is 17. So 17 losses. Right? Yes, 17 losses. Okay. So far. 17 losses so far. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to have to kind of start over, but not really. So we're going to just go back here. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to go back to right. Well, actually, yeah, I have to. You have to go back over here. So we're going to go back to right here. Okay, so this is what I was saying before. See how I just deleted everything else we did. So that's why I should have followed my advice and been more careful. But there you go. So let's try and go long here again. All right, there it is. So we're gonna go long here again. So just remember, it's gonna be the number's gonna be smaller than before because well we're technically dealing with less. I think. Okay, here we go. Just coming into it. Okay, so we're gonna flip short here. All right, flipping short. Maybe it is Actually, no. I think it is remembering. I think it is remembering our numbers, but for whatever reason, it takes away everything else. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's a glitch or maybe I'm just incorrect. But here, so Ichimoku actually had you go short prior to the actual lockdown drop, which is pretty interesting. So let's keep it going. Literally, yeah. So it actually is remembering our numbers here, guys. So that's pretty good. So we are remembering our dollar amount. It just doesn't have the previous trades still on the chart. But so we're actually up quite a bit off of this drop here. But let's see where we actually close out, because I'm pretty sure it gets bought up pretty well. Okay, we're coming back in. Sorry again about the that mistake, guys. I knew I was gonna make it, but I was trying my best not to. It's just at times it's like lagging, or like it just doesn't feel like it's going forward. But yeah. All right, so we actually broke up. We're above everything. Tengen's above the Kaigen-sen, Chico span. So we're actually gonna flip. We're gonna flip long here, and surprisingly, you're actually making money off of this, even though it came up so much. I mean, this would have been a really tough pill to swallow because you're up like 3 million down here or more, something like that. So flipping long here. All right. So technically, after this loss and this win, you're actually only down $7,000 off of like the $15 million account or $14.5 million account. So whatever we have total here by the end, we'll just add it up to the other 14.5. Now let us know what we're doing here, and then we'll also add up the trades here, and we'll get a good win-loss ratio to like what we actually have. So currently long, let's see, Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure Bitcoin's going to break up because I remember the recovery from the lockdowns are gigantic for the most part. At least they were in the stock market. So, and crypto was the same as far as I remember. Okay, looking good so far. Okay, starting to trade in the cloud. Are we going to break down, or are we going to have another leg up? Let's keep it going. And there it is. You are pretty close to the candles here, but we're going to take it. We're going to do it because, again, it's to me, it's clear enough. So we're going to flip short. So pretty good. You know, just banking in just under 2 million. Keep it going. So I should move over here. Move it like this. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we can't go long yet, and now we can. Right now, if it checked all the boxes. So reverse positions. We're about to lose about a bit here. 811. Okay. And forward. Oh, look at that. So you only would have had to wait a day essentially, not really, because there was like no drawdown here. So that buy was perfect. Let's keep it going. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. Are we got another leg there? So currently we're in August of 2020. Okay, thank you. See, there it is again. Yeah, gotta be careful here. Okay, no short opportunity. Okay, we can't go short yet because again we're above the Tenkinson again, so we have to wait. And I would say yes. I would say yes. Everything's down again. This strategy, it's very basic. It's very, very basic. So this, if I was being basic, this would be it. So we're gonna flip short here. Could argue right here. It's kind of relatively the same thing here. So flipping short. Again, not bad. Just made under 600,000. Forward. Okay. Are we going down? We're going up. What's going to happen here? Okay, we might be breaking up. And still don't have a long entry because the cloud has not flipped bullish yet. It has now, so we can actually flip long. Look at this, 1 million. Woo! But remember, again, it's a 15. Right now, it's probably like a little over 15, going to $16 million in your account. So it's actually a lot more than what we're seeing here. So you're about to lose 1 million off of like the 16 million, which is still not like, that's not like a good thing. But again, it's not the same. All right, so flipping long here, going forward. Yeah, look at that. And it sucks. It for sure remembers our account size. It just sucks that it doesn't keep the other trades on the screen. I mean, I wish it would make things a lot easier, but it's also my fault for going too fast. Let's keep it going. So I think this is the big move in 2020, right? Yeah, this has got to be the big move that goes pretty high up, like we're talking like the 40. So this trade is about to be absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, and you're also it is also like you're like one of your biggest sizes in your account, so you're about to become like extreme. Like this is a ton of money. I think you're probably at what we're at 14.5 million, and now that's plus 643,000 after the losses. So watch. I mean, you're actually like you're still just under like 15, like you're at like 15, like 15.1 or whatever. So like like you're just like, this is going to be a massive killer trade, I think, because you got in at 11,535. So this again like is ridiculous. So it is again hyperbolic, guys, hyperbolic, but just a good example of like, even like just it all takes is like one really crazy trade, like with this source, like a trending strategy like this. Not really just one, but like just like a good chunk of really good trades will just absolutely killer. So there we go. I mean, I don't even know what we're up right now. I haven't looked yet. It's so far down, I'd have to scroll out to look. But we're not going to just yet. We're going to actually wait to look until it tells us to go short. I think it's coming soon. Okay, so we're coming back into the cloud finally. And that's a short entry. You have a bearish cloud twist. Everything's down. Let's see how much you're up. Holy crap. Look at that, guys. Look at that guy. That's 37 million. Just under like 38 million. Like that's 37.5 million. That's an incredible amount. So again, not realistic numbers in all honesty. But again, it's realistic depending on your account size. But like in this scenario, it's not realistic. But it's just incredible how much growth you can actually have when you really think about it. So let's reverse position here. Boom. Okay. So massive position. So remember now we're actually short. It's actually like 38 million plus 15 million. So yeah, like this short position, this would have like absolutely demolished an exchange. I don't know. It depends on which exchange. Like some exchanges could handle this, but. So again, the numbers are going to be ridiculous now. Like they're already ridiculous, but now they're going to get really ridiculous. All right, so we're going short here. Again, the reason why we're going short: bearish cloud twist, Tenkin's under the Kaijitsen, Chico span's under the candle. So this is your basic short entry, right? Basic short entry. So let's go see what happens here. Look at the numbers. Oh my gosh, that's 8 million. Hey, look how close like price is, and you're down 8 million. It's funny. Okay, so let's see. Are we gonna break down? We're breaking up. Okay, again, no entry yet. There's no entry yet. Can't do anything yet. All right, it's back to us. Back to the entry. All right, breaking down just a bit. Okay, that's a big breakdown. It's a big breakdown. And keeping it going. And keeping it going. Now in this scenario, like you would be hoping, obviously you're hoping it goes down, but even if it doesn't, you're hoping it just continues sideways because of exactly what you're seeing here. The cloud kind of like thinning out. That way, if it tells you to go long, I mean, you can bank in as much as possible here, right? So like if it goes up all the way up here, I mean you're just not making nearly as much as it would if it came up here until you go long. So you'd be praying for it to essentially, thin out as much as possible. Unfortunately, so far it's actually coming up near the thick part, so you have to wait and let a lot of those gains go away. And there it is. You got flip long. Now again, it's a great trade. So it's gonna reverse long here. Boom. So that was like another 7 million almost. And let's go forward. Keep it going. Taxes would be an absolute killer. I mean, you would have to get your S corp status or LLC or something, because taxes would be absolutely ridiculous with this. If you were going to report it, which with this amount of money you would pretty much have to. And let's keep it going. So we're nearing I think we hit the all-time high on Bitcoin so far, so we're probably going to be coming down soon. Yeah, we're definitely coming down soon. Okay, so we're gonna break the cloud soon, I'm thinking, and we'll flip shorts right there. Look at this, wicked down to your entry, but if you wait for closure, you're able to bank in a lot. So we're gonna flip short, banking in about 7 million. That's incredible. So you're up. So it's 2021, and it's been 11 years, and you're up $52 million. That's just incredible. That's incredible. And let's keep it going. Breaking down here. So I'm curious to see how it performs as well, because this is another down time in the market. So how will this perform is very interesting, because obviously this does extremely well going up. It seems to do decent going down, more on like the mediocre side. We're actually going to flip. Actually, we can't flip long here because we don't have the Tenkin crossing the Kaijitsen bullish yet. Yeah, everything else though is telling us to go long, but we can't do it yet. let's keep it going. Oh, still short. Slow down a bit. Oh, slow down just a bit. Make sure we don't go too fast. Okay, we can't actually go long yet because the cloud is not twisting bullish yet. Yep, still can't. And now the Kinko span's pretty much trading within the candles as well. Oh, there we go. So we broke up. Everything's oh, actually you can't. Kaigensen's above the Tenkan-sen. So you got to go through that checklist in your head. You need the Tenkan-sen to be above the Kaigen-sen in this situation. So until that happens, it's still threatening a range. And there it is. There it is. You could argue right here, but again, this is so close, it's fine. So you're gonna flip long here. Boom. Just a measly 4 million banked in. Measly. Okay. Going long here when we know we're going down is gonna be pretty interesting. How much money will we lose? How much will we save? You know, I'm curious. Okay, breaking here. And there's your bearish cloud twist. It's you can argue it's not really confirmed. So being conservative, you would actually wait. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Keep it going. And this would be it for me. So we're going to flip short here, which is relatively the same spot, so it doesn't really matter. So we're about to lose 4.6 million. So reverse position, boom. And let's see. I mean, going short during this time period is probably going to do pretty well because we have hindsight on our side. We know. Ichimoku doesn't, but it's just telling us what to do. So far, I mean, the short's doing absolutely fabulous. This might be the best short we've had since we started trading Bitcoin with this. But then again, this is definitely the biggest positions we've had because we're just using all the account. And are we going to pop up here? What's going on? It's tightening. We got that bullish cloud twist. Here we go. And it's telling me what? Then again, no closures above yet. Oh. And oh, okay, we got more work to do. If it's going to break up, it has more work to do. Okay, here we go. Ooh, the denials on the cloud have been very strong so far. Wow. So if you were short this with Ichimoku, this would have been very easy. This has been a very easy time, very relaxing. Whereas I think most in the market would have had a very hard time. They've been very, very uncomfortable. Let's see here. Okay, we're coming in now. Are we going to break up? We did break up, and yep, I would say this is a bullish cloud twist. In this scenario, again, it's very similar to the one we had over here, so you could be conservative, which, guess what? I'm going to be conservative and actually wait for a little bit more there. So we'll do that. There it is. So let's flip long now. Look at that. Oh my God. That's good. That's very good. That's extremely good. I mean, you just banked in like 18 million. Like so in this bear market, like you've done extremely well so far, right? You've done extremely well. This is much better than what happened in 2018, where 2018 you lost 50% of your account. So far, you're up like 30% of your account. Because I believe over here we were up what, like 50 million? Give or take, right? You're up like around 50-ish million. So you're up 70 million. Like, that's incredible. So that's actually pretty impressive that this downtrend did very well so far, at least compared to what happened in 2018. So that's pretty interesting. And that's a good sign. That's an extremely good sign. So right now it's November of 2022. So let's keep going. We're almost done here. Oh, crap, I screwed that one up because I went too fast again. Or did I? Let's see here. Twist. Well, actually, technically, I actually did screw it up. I did screw it. We should have lost a bit more money. Because this... Actually, no. We should have closed here and flipped short here. I'm wrong. So we're just going to do it now. So again, just treat it as an honest mistake you might make in real life, where you come in too late or something. So we're going to reverse here. So pop. So lost about like 4.5 million there, 4.4 whatever. And let's keep it going. So So we definitely lost there. We'll see if we're going to get punished on this short as well, which again, that's part of actual trading. So we'll see if that happens. Okay, trading's never clean. That's why it's good to have. It's really good to have clear backtests, but it's definitely good to mark when you make mistakes in the backtest, because it's probably mistakes you're gonna make in real trading at some point. Even someone who's extremely experienced and familiar with their strategy, they make mistakes. Okay, so we're gonna flip long here. Look at that really strong breakup here. We're gonna flip long here, losing about what, 1.8. So relative to like what you've made, you're actually like not losing that much. Wow, look at that move up. Really good move up. Wow. What it's 2023. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, so we already know what's going to happen, right? We're going to blast up to like 30,000. So this is going to be another massive long. I wonder if you're still in this long. Because where we're trading right now, I don't know. We might still be in this long if you're trading this. So we're coming near the end to this backtest, guys. So if you made it to the end, you're a trooper. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, never mind. No, we're actually gonna close this. We're gonna close this short. I'm sorry. We're gonna close this long and flip short. So we know there's gonna be a loser right here. So we're gonna flip reverse right here. Boom. All right. Which was a good trade, for us. I mean, it ended up being a good trade. So let's go forward. So we know we're going to break up here, but we can't go long yet. And you actually still can't because of the Kinko span. Ooh, that's rough. You have to actually wait again. Still waiting. Still waiting. There it is. Yikes. That's painful. That's actually painful. You could argue going long here, but if we're being consistent, you have to wait. You lost like 7.2 here. Nuts. Nuts. Keep it going, see what happens. Okay. Keep it going. Oh, that's it. That's it. So we ended up being up 55. What was it? 60. I think it was like 66. It was actually 65 million, I believe. I hope I'm right. Hope it was 65. Let me open up notebook here. Okay. So we had 65 million. Yeah. 65 million. And let's actually do some quick maths. So we are 14.55 plus 65. So we're at 70. So you made about 79.55 million. That's pretty nuts, right? That's pretty nuts. Very, very crazy. So that's insane. I unfortunately didn't really think about counting the the trades. I'm super unorganized, but I do believe we had about what. Oh, here it is. Oh, so it's actually 58.82% from these trades we've had. I wish it told us the amount of trades we actually had, but I can actually break it down from there. So we had 58.82% from those trades, and we had 17 losses here, 38. So let's do this real quick. Okay, I'm back. So I actually had to go back into TradingView and kind of not redo it, but just watch it again and see what trades we had after the screw up I had during the 2020 lockdowns, where we started over technically. So we ended up doing 13. We did 22 more trades, and then it was 13 wins, 9 losses. So we had about a 59.09% win rate. Which, if I took a picture here, it was really like 58.82%, but it's marginal, right? It's marginal. We actually made 59 million, so not 65 million. So this is incorrect. So it's 59 million. So we have to redo that real quick. So let's do that again. So 59 plus 14.55. So 73.55 million was made in about 13 years, which is pretty incredible. So we have 38 plus 22. All right, so 38 plus 22 trades. Again, we're gonna do it all calculated because we want to make sure nothing is a mistake here. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So 60 trades total. So think about that, guys. You had 60 trades in 13 years. That's again, that's I don't know how many people can handle that, but I mean, technically, most people can't like, most people are just not going to perform this well anyway. So it might be worth not trading that much, right? If you're going to make this much, I think most people would not trade. That they would definitely choose to trade 60 times over 13 years. All right, and then we have of the 60 trades, we have 17 losses plus, what was it, 9? Plus 9, right? So 17 losses plus 9. So let's do here real quick. So 17 plus 9, so 26. So total trades are 60. So is that 30? So 36. 34. 20. Okay, 34 wins, 26 losses. Yeah. So 34 wins, 26 losses. That's pretty good. All right. Again, very small amount of trades over that period of time, but the trades are huge. And for trending strategy, that's extremely high. So 56.67% win rate approximately. You know, it could be slightly different. You know, you definitely could have like a 4 or 5% threshold of difference up or down. Probably down. Like you probably get closer towards like 50% or sub 50%, but that's still extremely good considering, right? So. Yeah, I mean, again, this strategy is extremely unrealistic in the way we did the RR. Okay, so I just want to make sure that's very, very clear. The RR is like this is not how you do that at all. But the actual trades that we took are realistic. I mean, they're there. They were there back then, and they'll be there in the future, right? So like if we look at it right now with Bitcoin, you know, who knows what's going to happen, but as you can see, it's showing weakness, right? It's showing weakness. If you watch Ichimoku, Ichimoku's telling you watch out if it breaks down towards the end of the cloud here. Now, in my opinion, you know, if you follow my recaps, you know my target zone is going to be 25K for Bitcoin, so that coincides with the bottom zone of the cloud, right? So if it becomes more bearish, you know, as we get there, we'll find out. But currently, Ichimoku is highlighting an area that I'm interested in, and if you're more interested in my opinions on that stuff, make sure you check out the links in the description below for both the Patreon and Discord. Whether you want to just join the Discord, it's free, or you want to join my services. And then also I do a bunch of recaps. I try to do it, you know, multiple times a week, but sometimes it's just once a week. But it's usually always once a week. So you're going to get a recap from me in my, you know, regarding my thoughts in crypto and also the stock market. So, yeah. So this was the first back test. I think I'm going to do of many. Again, if you have like a specific asset, whether it's crypto, stock, commodity, or something, you want me to try and, you know, back test with Ichimoku, I'm definitely open for it. You just have to let me know. Leave a comment maybe. Definitely join the Discord and message me there. It's probably the easiest way to get in contact with me. If you have any questions about what I showed you, definitely ask me. You can leave a comment. But again, the Discord is going to be the easiest way to get in contact with me. That's for sure. And yeah, again, I just want to reiterate before I end this video. I know it's been a long one, guys, but it's very important to understand. What I showed you here was the basic strategy. Okay, how you get in, how you get out. Again, this is the most basic it can get, and it's not optimal. All right, it's not optimal. I do plan to do future videos with Ichimoku to get more optimal, to show you different sort of scenarios and how to take profit, how to enter, more advanced ways of using Ichimoku, both not just day trade, like not in the day time frame and weekly time frames, but also in the intraday time frames, and also, you know, try and show you how to get optimal entries with Ichimoku. I do plan to do this stuff, but I did want to start this off here, just that way you can get really familiar with the basic entries and exits, the basic strategy, and also if you're someone who doesn't have time to dedicate to, you know pretty much sitting in front of the chart, this is not. This strategy does work. It's just like you saw. It literally is only 60 trades over 13 years. Okay, over 13 years. This profit is inflated because there's no risk management, but it is profitable, at least on Bitcoin. And the win rate is fairly decent for a trending strategy. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to do it yourself, make sure you back test it and really imagine yourself taking these trades in your everyday life, how it would really go in your everyday life. All right, everyone, that is it. If you were able to make it through to the end, you are a trooper. I love you. Thank you so much. I'm just going to leave it off with, remember, be patient, be vigilant, and be nimble. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.